Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Well, third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
The Vikings that have begun the campaign, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Murray now on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You look at this Colt defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
He dumps it off for Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he connect.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brian Asamoah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Richardson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Held them well under.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They overloaded that tail with safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
6-0 our score after 1.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Play action. Now it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Richardson. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 3rd down and very long. For Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think the right idea, just take what you can get on 3rd and 4.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you read balls. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Complete to Addison on the out route. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Murray going to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Murray off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, after the first quarter, it was just complete disaster for them. Everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one. Incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Hunt. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
The tone for his setting, he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had...
Under pressure, they got him again. Samson Abukum, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Off play action, Richardson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD. Down 2 scores here, so how do they... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll start with the option.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second down, here's Richardson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Colts send out their punter as they're punted away for the 4th time today. He'll take this inside the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he... Touchdown!
Jordan Addison.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they get him down, but not before before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw is Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15.
Richardson working from the gun. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Richardson off the play fake.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. This will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. Able to shake him off. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Kareem Hunt
Taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gay is on for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play fake. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Murray. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Richardson looking to throw this. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 39 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Richardson looking to throw. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 8.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Colts send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. Back to throw it, Murray. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Murray now. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
They'll run again with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. They go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Vikings, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0.